What's up, guys? It's Fox back here with some Path of Exile. I wanted to show you guys some new, a lot of new stuff that's going on with the build. The first, most apparent thing you're going to notice probably is that I'm running Herald of Ice. So I threw it in my helmet instead of Elemental Weakness because I only use that from in a party anyway. So just with the Frostbite, Discipline, reduce mana on the Herald of Ice. It has increased the damage decent amount. I don't know if my damage was actually higher or lower last time you saw it, but my energy shield is definitely higher because what I did is I am rocking out a shield that's pretty much for energy shield. I found one, and this one right here, and I put it on, and I was able to run some stuff that was giving me some trouble, so I went and traded for one that's even better. There's some higher ones you can get. You can get about 500 if you get really, if you really want a good shield, and I probably will. It just gives you it gives me a better balance between the damage I'm doing, the lifesteal I'm getting, and the shield I have, and it's letting me maintain a lot better. So I would try to get over 8,000 energy shield if you guys can. It's a lot better up here. I'm gonna try to get 10,000, see what happens. But what else has changed is I re-rolled my belt with Blessed Orbs, so I'm able to actually, let me see, I'm able to actually refund one of my strength nodes because I still have 113 strength, which is, I think all I need is 112. So that'll save me a point here. So I was waiting to do this until I was able to make a video for you guys. So I'm going to refund the strength node, and then I'm going to put it down here where I'm working towards the 16% elemental damage. So now my damage is 7,000. So it actually went up since last time for sure, I'm pretty sure. And then also I got new armor, 730 energy shield. That's why mine's way higher. My energy shield has grown quite a bit since last time I did a video. So yeah, this is great fire resist and good energy shield. My old one was, what was it? 572, and I put my own fire resist on it, so this one's just far superior in every way. My resists are definitely maxed at this point, completely. I mean, 150, let me see, let me go to Merciless real quick. I think 150 is like 20 over, like 90%, something like that. So my resists are way over maxed. I don't even need as much resist as I have. Yeah. So like, yeah, I could cut back on resist and still be maxed out for a long time. I wanted to do that so I have a nice buffer so I can switch out some gear, maybe take off my gloves, put on some gloves that are just for damage, maybe. What else? It also gives me a 30% block chance, so therefore we can block 6% of spells because of Rainbow Stride. I almost traded out Rainbow Stride, but then now I go back to a shield. I think it's good to keep Rainbow Stride on. A few other things. Oh yeah, I started using a Mana Flask with removing curse, immunity curses and remove curse, because on those maps that have 50% mana regen and 50% mana steal, basically you want to have a mana flask just to keep going, and if you want to fight your boss with cold penetration instead of mana leech, you can do that, and it does insanely more damage, but that allows that to open up. If you're going to run cold penetration the entire time, like always, I recommend grabbing at least 2 mana flasks. I have another one here if I do that. When I do that, I gotta re-roll. I want the first mod to be better, but eventually I'll get that set up right. And so like cold penetration is possible to run if you run 2 flasks. Depends on your mana and your mana reserved. But I mean, it can work, and it's faster for some things, but it's just less. It's more mindless. Just leave mana leech on, and I don't know. I feel like I don't have to think about it. I don't have to worry about it. It's fine. What else? What else here? So I took off one of my Quicksilver flasks. That's what I did there, and I still got the armor flask. Basically all my flasks are for utility purposes. That's about it with that. Trying to think what else I got going on. Well, I wanted to run a map for you guys. I bought this one from the map guy, from Zena, and I thought it'd be kind of cool. I don't know what this inhabited by 1 additional invasion boss is, but I want to just see what it is, and I figured I'd run it for you guys. But it's a 68, and I kind of want to run something like higher for you guys. So the next video I make, I'll probably run a Gorge map 74 because I got a couple of them. My maps are getting that pretty out of control. But I just want to make a quick video to show you guys what the changes in the build are. I'm thinking, oh no, I got other changes. Sorry guys. Reduced duration with my lightning warp and faster casting. So instead of having concentrated effect, it's great. It's pretty much like teleport Diablo now almost. And then the other big one was elemental proliferation. Elemental proliferation I'm running with my ice sphere to basically freeze lock everything on the screen. It's ridiculous. I can show you real fast what I mean by this. It works in maps. It works everywhere. The bosses aren't completely frozen all the time, but that depends on your freezing pulse and your crits with that, because that's more damage. But it works insane. I've been using it for quite a while. I know there was a build of the week video that came out using the exact same thing with proliferation, but yeah, I've been using it for a while. Oh, and I changed out critical damage instead of added chaos damage on my main skill. So it's critical damage, life leech, mana leech, lesser mortal projectiles, and freezing pulse. I forgot. I mean, there's just so many changes that I just trying to remember everything that I did since last video, because I moved and I got a new place and I don't know, better internet and stuff. So it's just been a lot of stuff that's been going on. But it'll freeze everything, like constantly. Like all you have to do is, what I usually like to do is kill the guys on the edges first and leave the middle guys because it'll keep on killing them. But it basically just freeze everything all the time. You just drop it. If one spear hits one thing, everything freezes, basically. And it'll freeze guys off screen. It's just basically elemental proliferation is far superior to faster casting in there. I mean, who cares about the damage? I mean, it's good for bosses and stuff. You can switch it out if you're really like worried about, like, well, bosses, elemental proliferation doesn't help that much. I can't say that fucking word today, but I did just wake up. And bosses, it does actually help because it hits their minions and it freezes the boss based on the minion. I don't know how it works, but it's great for like just freezing everything on screen, not having to worry. It gives you a great safety net. Yeah, that's pretty much the big changes. If I find any more, I'll let you know. But basically, I'm running like anything in the 70s so far I ran, I've had a problem. So like I said, next video I'll put out is definitely going to be a 74 map, like a Gorge map. Until then, you guys can have a great time with the build. I've tried out this build, one more thing actually. I tried out this build with Templar and Shadow, and it's worked with both. So, you know, I mean, I know the starting area of Templar is not ideal, but you can cut up this way, I believe, something like that. And the same thing with Shadow. Well, Shadow, you start right on it. So, yeah, both of those work as well. And I don't know. I mean, my brother's running like life and energy shield, and that seems to be working for him too. I'm not really sure how he balances it out, but he's running like an almost identical build too with because I've been trying to like try it out different ways and stuff. So I mean, this should work with any type of build you want. Like if you want to go evasion, energy shield, or armor, energy shield, or just like mine, just straight energy shield, you can do that. And just make sure you get the skill gems right, make sure you put the stat points in right, and you should be having pretty good success on all the maps and stuff. It's kind of funny, they put out the build of the week on, I'm sorry, that's probably making a lot of noise being annoying. They put out the build of the week on a perma-freeze Ice Witch, and I've been doing this for so long, I thought it was hilarious that they put out the video. And it's pretty much, instead of the totem, he's just casting the ice spears from his normal attack. So he's casting ice spears like this. Wait, whoa, what am I doing here? Like that. And he's just perma-freezing stuff and stealing life. But I mean, like, that's just like you could switch a couple of gems and you run almost identical build anyway. Yeah, it's okay. I like freezing pulse. It does more damage. And I was reading up on his stuff and seeing what he's saying and stuff. And I guess he runs freezing pulse too. So it's pretty much the same build without the spell totem, but I mean, that doubles your damage, or at least increases it by 20, 30, 40%. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you feel like you like the videos, and keep up with the build, and just kick ass in the Path of Exile, guys. Late.